The 8180 Monster Tube Guitar Amplifier Sim for iOS is a brand new and slightly streamlined port of Nembrini Audio's super popular desktop plugin of the same name. Nembrini have modelled the 8180 on Peavy's 5150, beloved by many hard rock and metal bands like Architects, In Flames, Machine Head, Blackstone Cherry and Trivium. Modern, rich, high-gain tones are the name of the game here, and with 8180 Monster Tube, Nembrini have absolutely nailed it. Four virtual preamp valves and 4 virtual power amp valves drive 2 channels with independent controls for volume and gain, low, mid and high shared equalizer controls, and exclusive power amp resonance and presence controls. You've got a lot to tweak here. Rhythm and lead tabs give you some custom controls to further shape your sound as well. The Rack tab allows you to tweak things even further. It gives you access to a cabinet and mic browser with dozens of combinations available. Now, this is where the streamlining I mentioned at the top of the video comes into play. In the desktop version of the app, this section of the Rack tab has a visual interface where you can select different cab and microphone combinations. You can then control things like the placement of those mics in relation to the cabinet, load up third-party impulse responses, and blend them all together using onboard mixing controls. None of that stuff is in the iOS version, however. Instead, you can select from a whole host of what are essentially cabinet and microphone presets. Now, don't get me wrong here. All of the combinations sound fantastic and are definitely a great way to change up the sonic personality of your recordings. But this jumbled list of abbreviated speaker and microphone names isn't going to mean much to you, which means that you're going to have to spend a lot of time auditioning these sounds until you find one that you like. Nembrini Audio have also included a noise gate here, which works really well and is going to be essential when trying to tame those gnarly high-gain riffs. There are also 18 global presets on offer here that run the gamut from classic rock rhythms and crunches to modern metal mayhem. presets are a good jumping off point and often don't require much in the way of tweaking to be usable in your projects. Like their previous amp sims, Nembrini Audio haven't bolted on any extra effects here. You'll need to add your own reverbs, delays, etc. in GarageBand or your DAW of choice. Luckily, you can grab 4 AUV3 apps that Nembrini have made available for free. The rack delay and chorus effects are particularly good. You'll find links to those in the description below. The bottom line here is that you won't find a single guitar sim on iOS that sounds anywhere as good as this one does for high gain rock and metal tones. Make no mistake though, this isn't a jack of all trades guitar app like Bias FX or Amplitude, and that isn't what Nembrini Audio are going for here. Instead, they've faithfully recreated the sound of one of metal's most popular amplifiers and packaged it up into an easy to use and affordable app. If you're looking for a modern and rich high gain tone ideal for the most aggressive rock and metal, then this will be right up your street. Nembrini Audio's 8180 Monster Tube Guitar Amplifier is available on iPhone and iPad from the App Store for $19.99. You'll find links to that and all other apps mentioned in this video down in the description below. I've been Patrick from the GarageBandGuide.com, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.